can't hear us chatting.
It's fine.
But I feel like, yeah, I mean, this is how we tend to do it, right?
Yeah.
So this is just the awkwardness before the stream.
Nothing wrong with awkwardness before the stream.
Indeed. And I'm going to go ahead and post all the socials. I really like how the little social media message looks. I think it turned out really good.
Yeah, it did.
And it really wasn't altering my template that much. It just was a subtle little change. And it's like, hey, this looks good. I like it.
Yeah.
And the random screenshot I took from the last stream ended up being perfect.
So you're not wearing your professional suit in this one.
Right. This is like laid back, setting up the studio Mana, or it's the in the midst of COVID-19 Mana, when all of the late night hosts are wearing hoodies and stuff.
I actually posted on Twitter when I put on this shirt that it feels so nice to put on something that looks good, because all I wear usually is like PJs right now.
Right? It's like who needs to worry
or
about
like
anything else?
workout gear.
All right. Well, we are live, and how are we doing on the countdown? 2 minutes to go. And Harem, hey Harem, welcome on in.
Thank you for get your chat up.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That's not Harem. That's Hamabe Boy. I can't read. Hamabe Boy, hello. How are you doing, brother? And Christian, hey, how's it going, Christian? We're just getting ready. Oh my gosh, I'm nervous, a little nervous.
I'm a little nervous, but hi. Oh, I have something to share with you.
Ooh.
And everyone in chat, apparently.
Well, do you want me to mute so that everyone in chat doesn't hear?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because it's just a sub.
Oh,
I didn't realize that renewed today.
Yay! Well, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, look at that.
Yeah, of course.
Well, boy, this is going to be really exciting in a matter of moments. Oh my gosh, my phone actually has volume. Let me lower that. There we go. These are all the things. Yeah, these are the things I think about when I'm starting streaming, but no one hears. You're actually getting to see it too. This is usually the time to like run and use the bathroom or get some water if I need to.
There's no time. Yeah. You have 44 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
On my side.
34 now. Okay. Memory Martin, hello.
Hi, Memory Martin.
Memory Martin, thank you so much.
Sorry. I was talking to myself there.
Those presents were amazing, MM. Thank you so much. And yes, I am feeling better. Thank you so much for asking. Okay. We're going to have to be quiet for a moment while the old credits roll, but here we go. Not the credits. You know, our little thing, or whatever, the title bump. Wait, ready? 3, 2, 1, boom. And heyo, everyone, and welcome. We are, I guess maybe we should come up with some kind of intro. It's like, welcome to Isle Mana Live with special guest GinnyGravity. I'm your host, Art of Mana. Well, hello.
I like it.
Isn't that fun? I'm so excited. This is so cool. So let's get some of those tunes that were going on in the background back up, because we've got the jukebox today. We don't have our musician, our house musician. We've got our jukebox, which is just over off in the corner. I suppose we could have done it with the record player, but it's the jukebox. But yeah, welcome. You can see the cameras are rolling, in fact, and I'm pumped because, this is totally something that I've kind of wanted to do for a while, a just chat show, get to talk to cool people kind of thing. And I get to talk to you, GinnyGravity. Yay! My very, very first guest. Um, so
Very
I
honored to be here.
and I'm only a little nervous. So so I think one thing that I need to remember is how to actually control things. Here we go.
Right?
There we
I'm
go.
like, oh, all I need to do today is probably emotion. So
Right.
here we go.
Perfect.
Not that you
And
can't see my emotion on my face right now,
I
but
know, but I wanted it to kind of be like both. And as people can probably tell, I'm wearing the duds. We got dressed up today.
yeah,
Um,
put on a nice shirt.
Look at that. We are rocking it. We are rocking it. So the idea of this kind of format, and in any way, I guess I should probably introduce it for people. The idea is that really I want to focus on chatting with a guest, getting to know the person that I'm hosting, and just having a nice casual conversation. And Ginny Gravity, I mean, we share lots of laughs, and so my hope is we're going to really just brighten everybody's night with all of this conversation. So I am going to, at periodic times, reach out to the chat to ask for any questions that you might have for our guest. But a lot of times I'm going to be sort of reading and scanning chat, but probably not necessarily responding to it as much as I normally do. And I'm also going to have my alerts muted so that that doesn't interrupt the flow of our conversation, because I really want to focus on chatting with Ginny here. So I guess we can go ahead and get started. Emrys says, interesting setup. So thank you, Emrys. So I guess, actually, you know what? I will just quickly mention we also have Dash Magnum here and Chronolox, and you're awesome and amazing. Thank you, everyone else who showed up after the intro. So I'm going to go ahead and start by introducing my friend Ginny Gravity, who's off to this side. If I gesture this way, it looks correct, right? So Ginny Gravity and I have known each other for a long time, and I don't know the exact date. I meant to look it up, and I totally spaced on doing that. But I first discovered Ginny while browsing the Animal Crossing New Leaf community, where I found her streaming a few years back, and immediately just loved how chill it was there and how she just embodied that family-friendly nature. And so I was hooked. And I really just wanted to get to know her a little bit more. And over time, we did. And gosh, we've done all kinds of things together. We have gotten obsessed with Splatoon. Maybe her more than me, even,
So
which is hard to
much.
say.
Uh,
Yeah,
don't mention how many hours I put into Splatoon 2.
we don't have to admit these things on air.
If you're
But
friends with me on the Switch, you can go look at it yourself.
yeah, leave you to do that on the side. Uh, but we also we created a server together around that. We a co-creator of Selecting Start. We have shared a lot of different endeavors, and most recently, Ginny Gravity, an art student who is actually the official artist of Mana, doing all of my emotes, and I think they look fantastic. So yeah, Ginny, welcome
you.
to Isle Mana Live.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy to be here. As you said, we've shared a lot of history. And I just did a follow age in your chat, and it looks like we're almost at 3 years now knowing each
3
other.
years. Wow. Which
2 years, 11 months, and 10 days,
there
and
you
10
go.
hours.
And
So,
all right then. Not too shabby. And maybe it's also
oh,
worth
not at all.
mentioning. I mean, so I've streamed now 4 years. How long have you been streaming?
I mean, we're not going to count hiatuses. So,
Well, I
I
mean,
must be
when did
coming
you
up on
start?
3 years, just about.
Yeah.
It was late August of 2017, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I started off streaming a bunch of what was I streaming? Because I didn't have my 3DS at first, but yeah, I got my start
Ah,
doing I think some Minecraft and some Fallout. I think because I was really big into Fallout for a long time, and that
that's
was
so
easy to do.
weird.
It was already on my computer, so um, But I was really starting to kind of get into it, and then I bought a 3DS for the to specifically like mod it so I could stream on Twitch. And because I noticed there wasn't a lot of Animal Crossing streamers, not for New Leaf at least, because it
Mm.
was really hard to do. You had to have like a specifically modified system, or you had to soft modify it, and not everyone has the money or the know-how or the patience or is willing to put $250 on the line and possibly break your system, which whew, I'm sure. I think you were there that one day that my system like literally just wouldn't start, and I had to turn that into a. All right, we're gonna fix my 3DS stream instead.
Which is actually
So
exactly the reason that I have a capture card and not a software modded 3DS.
yeah, I haven't even turned on that system in a long time. I'm a little afraid that they've patched out things again. I'm gonna have to like take it all apart again and have to like
Yeah.
find a fix. And I just leave that system alone for for now.
Yeah. It just sits over there.
But
And
I
it's a
mean, it works at the
Galaxy.
time.
Is it the Galaxy one or is the Galaxy one your
It is
main?
the
It's the
Galaxy one.
Galaxy one. That's your soft modded one. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a blue one originally, and the soft modding wouldn't work on it, and I didn't want to like kill my legacy system, so because it has a lot of downloaded games and a lot of memories. I remember getting that for Christmas one year. I think it was like 2015 I got it for Christmas. I wasn't expecting to either. Like I think I had like maybe said in passing to my parents or my dad, like, it would be nice to be able to play a Pokemon game again, but I'm not dying for it. And they got it for me, and they got me a Pokemon X, and I was I was very happy.
Nice.
I played that game heavily.
That's
Good
fantastic.
memories. Good
So you
memories.
didn't, and that's correct me if I'm wrong, but that meant you had two islands, right?
I did.
Yeah.
Well, but that's it's not because I had two systems. It actually saved to the carts in New Leaf.
Oh, that's right.
It didn't save to the game system.
That's
So
right.
I had two islands, but I have two game carts to make that happen.
Okay, okay. Man, I forgot about that. But see, I had the digital copy, so for me
Oh,
it was
okay.
direct to the system, and
Mhm.
um, because I actually wasn't sure about this whole Animal Crossing trend.
Are
I
you
was
sure
like,
about it
I'm like,
now?
I'm positive about it
Or are you still kind of
now.
on the fence, do you think?
I I don't remember the last time I played another game. I still play this every single day, New Horizons every day since it's come out. But yeah, no, back then I hadn't played it before. I didn't really know what to think about it. It was sort of this strange, kind of hidden Nintendo game. And then finally I saw
Yeah.
that there was a big sale around Christmas time and you could get the digital copy. Plus, I had all those points saved up from Club Nintendo back when that was a thing. And
Hmm.
so, yeah, I ended up picking it up really cheap and then just falling in love with it. My most played 3DS game as well.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's definitely more played than even like Pokemon on my system. I have a good 300 or 400 hours on just like on my new system. That's not even on my old system. I was playing Animal Crossing much before I got into streaming it. Not much before actually, maybe like 6 months, a year before,
Okay.
because I got my start. Oh man, my sister still gives me trouble about this today, but so my sister used to have a 3DS, just like the original size one, not even an XL. I think her ex-boyfriend bought it for her because he was really into Animal Crossing, and so he wanted to share it with her. And she played that game so much. She had all the mermaid items. I'm sure you remember like having to go to the island to get all the mermaid items. She played religiously and like did the island tours, and she fell out of love with it. She hadn't played it for, a good half a year, a year. She sold her 3DS. She still had her copy of Animal Crossing, and she gave it to me. And um, I don't think she was expecting me to delete her town, but I
Oh, no.
did.
But of course, right? I
But
mean,
she,
it's your game now.
yeah, so I'd been playing it for a good half a year before she realized, like, oh, that's Animal Crossing. How's my house doing? And I'm like, Well,
It's
funny thing about your house. I
it's my
started a
house
fresh
now.
file. Exactly. She was none too happy about that.
And
She
now
still isn't.
and now she so that was the last time she ever loaned you anything, right? Is that
I mean, it's the last time she gave me a game, that's
right?
for sure.
But if she gave it
Not
to
that she
you,
has very
I mean,
yeah.
come
She did,
on.
yeah, exactly. She
Yeah.
didn't explicitly say, "Don't delete my
Right.
town, just add another house to it." She said, "Here's the game. I don't have a 3DS anymore. I'm not gonna play this."
Right, right. Oh my gosh, that is something else.
Funny
Um,
thing is she actually has Animal Crossing New Horizons, and now that the mermaid furniture is starting to come out again, I've been saving up my pearls to make her some mermaid
aw,
furniture to send to her.
that's super. See, maybe you can make
Yeah,
amends. All right, I like that.
I'm gonna make it up to her after like 2.5 years.
Oh, that's fantastic. And hopefully she'll accept, right?
Yeah,
That's the hope.
exactly.
We want nothing but love between you. So but yeah, I mean, so you played Animal Crossing. Obviously, that was kind of early in your streaming, um, and then you kind of branched out. So when I met you, it was just Animal Crossing New Leaf, and again,
Mhm.
they're really. I remember it was like you and maybe four other people that would stream Animal Crossing New Leaf,
Oh
and
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. There was so few people.
right. So, but then you started branching out. Where did you branch out?
So my following at the time was really into like games like Undertale. I think they made me play Bendy and the Ink Machine like
Mm-hmm.
Halloween, which it's a great
Terrifying.
game. It was terrifying though, exactly. Um, I finally got a Switch in January of 2018, and I started playing Splatoon, and I like never looked back after that. I played so much Splatoon, just so much. Okay, I said I wouldn't mention my hours, but I have a 1,225 hours, something like that,
Oh my
on
goodness.
Splatoon 2 alone.
Oh
And
my
most of that's just
goodness.
from streaming it. I streamed it like 4 or 5 times a week in 2018, and I loved it. I just loved it so much, and I still
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
If I could play Splatoon 2 on my internet connection here in my apartment, like that's how I would be spending my quarantine time.
I feel like it's really sad because I know internet connection is what slowed you down on playing Splatoon now, but maybe that kind of also leads us to so talk about the
Mhm.
transition because there's a reason your internet connection isn't as strong as it used to be. Um, so
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
I guess. So back then, I was still living at home in Maine, and I moved all the way across the United States to the wonderful city of San Diego to go to art school. Well, to go to graphic design school.
Woo!
If my teachers caught me calling graphic design art, they'd have to correct me because there is a
Really?
difference. There's a
So
difference.
okay. What
So
please more. I'd like to know more.
okay. So art is, it's very feeling based. It's open to interpretation, right? Whereas graphic design is, I guess you could call it art, but it's more of, it's made with intent.
Hmm.
Graphic design has a goal. Um, it's supposed to invoke a feeling. It's supposed to invoke, a reaction, a specific reaction that's planned, pre-planned.
Hmm.
Whereas art, you can kind of make it and like, put it out into the world, and it can have multiple interpretations and, um, invoke multiple emotions, and it's
Interesting.
not one specific thing. So graphic design is kind of more of a specific type of art, kind of like
All right.
any sort of art.
I've never heard
But
it.
yeah, it has an intended purpose.
Yeah, I've never heard it quite put that way, but it makes a lot of sense. Like there's a specific a specific purpose with graphic design that you are trying to achieve, where maybe opening it to lots of interpretation actually would defeat the purpose. Like
Hmm.
yeah, okay, I can see that. whether it's
Like,
advertising or
I
even,
yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
So like for example, I'm sure you've seen. I don't know. Can I talk about beer on your channel in
Yeah,
like the
no, that's fine.
context of
Yeah,
art?
yeah, of course, of
Okay.
course. Yeah, that's
So
fine.
like in the store you go or just beverages in general. You can go through like the beverage aisle and you'll see maybe one like a Coca-Cola. It's iconic, right? It's very nostalgic. Their design hasn't changed in a very long time and everyone knows it. It's a well-known thing throughout the world. And then maybe there's like some unknown brand, whatever. I can't even think of anything to like a good example. But
Budweiser?
then you come to like, oh yeah, sure. I mean, Budweiser's pretty well known.
Yeah,
Like
I
all
mean,
those brands, they're
yeah.
they don't change because they're so specifically branded, and they're rooted in the design community, right?
Mhm,
Like a
mhm.
Budweiser's always going to look like a Budweiser, even if it has like an American flag wrapped around the can, it's always going to have that logo, right?
Mhm.
But then maybe you come to like one of those craft beers, right? Like an IPA, like very locally brewed or something. It
Yeah.
has like this really colorful design on it, or
Mm.
or like you could walk through the wine section and
Mm.
maybe you have your favorite Pinot Noir or Merlot. But sometimes there's that one label that just catches your attention for some reason. You're like, I think I'm gonna buy that one this time.
Alright,
you
yeah.
know? And
Yeah,
that's what design does. It catches your eye. It draws you in.
totally. I never thought
Yeah.
about that.
And
Actually, it's a really great
yeah.
example there. Yeah, because out here in Oregon, it's the Rogue IPA. That's the big one here,
Hmm.
and you'll see all kinds of different looks. Like each bottle, you wouldn't necessarily even know it comes from Rogue unless you look a little more closely. Like there's a element that's the same, but like the main bulk of the label is something that's like eye catching and unique. But yeah, interesting, interesting. Right,
And
kind of
that's
like
actually
selling
what
an
got me
experience.
into. Yeah. And sometimes you buy it and it tastes terrible, but you're like, why did I get this? The art made you buy it, or the graphic design made you
Right,
buy it. You're like, oh, that looks good, just because like the colors are popping or the design
right.
is like perfectly like eye catching. It's an art in itself for sure.
Yeah. Like
And that's what I want to do with my graphic design eventually.
nice.
I want to make packaging design because I really enjoy doing it.
Okay. And I've seen you tweet out some things like menus and
Yeah.
packaging design, and I think there were some chips and things like that you made a box for. Is that right? Cool.
Yeah, I did a Cheez-It box for the snack mix Cheez-Its. And I ate so many Cheez-Its while I was designing that because every time I'd open up the file, it was like, I need some baked cheddar in my life right now.
Totally get it. Totally get it. I mean, really, anytime there's Cheez-Its in the house, they go like that anyway. So,
Oh, for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, but getting back to those bottles for a second. I mean, so like I don't drink alcohol, but whenever there's always those times you're sort of obliged to bring a bottle of wine to a
Yeah.
party or a
Yeah.
home or whatever. Anytime I ever do, I always just look for the coolest label. Like I don't know anything about wine, but I just look like I like the way this looks. All right. You
To be fair, I know nothing about wine, and that's how I choose my wines right now too. I have
Perfect.
in like the last year. So my parents, uh, just to like kind of go off on a tangent, they actually have started growing grapes in
Oh,
their camp in New Brunswick, Canada.
oh
And
wow.
my father made like this really great Syrah. He actually made his first ever like brew. He brewed
Hmm.
or I don't know. Is it brewing wine? What do you do to
Uh,
wine?
well, you stomp it. You stomp the grapes and then you let it
Yeah.
ferment. So you
Oh, fermenting. Yes, he fermented his
okay.
first bottle
There you
of
go.
wine, and it was like so. He made me try it. He's like, "I'm proud of this. I know you don't like wine, but you're drinking this." I'm like, "Okay, sure, Dad." And I loved it. I was like, "Oh wait, what have I been missing out on?" But
Nice.
I'm over the age of 21. Just to put
Right.
that out there to everyone.
Right. Encourage all of you to drink responsibly. That's right.
Exactly, exactly. But,
Um,
so
yeah.
yeah.
So you ended up out in California and
Yes.
studying art. So how did that
Mhm.
impact your streaming? Because you were doing some art streams beforehand. Yeah.
Um, so I just haven't really had the time to stream a lot, honestly,
Yeah.
and as I as I mentioned with my Splatoon playing, the connection here is not so great in my apartment. I've been meaning to talk to my roommate about this for a while now, but um, yeah, just like that 40 megabyte download speed is really bogging me down.
Ooh, that's rough stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and I go between about 3 and 5 for upload, which is just not enough some days. Especially for how like I got used to a really high quality stream too. I
Yeah.
was streaming at 1080p, you know, a nice high bit rate, so everything was smooth because I was playing Splatoon 60 frames a second. I needed that high bit rate.
Right.
And just like I keep considering trying to go back to streaming, but really I just don't want to suffer the quality loss at this point. And I do when I have done a few streams while I've been here, and they've been art streams, but I get really bad frame drops. like like sometimes they're
Yeah.
so bad that the stream goes down altogether, and I have to restart the stream.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's
it's
yeah. You're right at that edge. You're
it's
right
a
at that
trade-off.
point
Yeah.
where, like if a moth lands on the electrical box, you're not going to get a good stream.
The wind blows the wrong way, the stream's gonna go out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, that's rough. Well, hey, listen, I think that kind of brings us full circle on your streaming. So I'm gonna invite everyone in chat to share some questions that they have for you, and we're gonna just take a short break so that you can you can recharge a bit. I'm gonna just go through um, the chat real quick, and just kind of see if there's anything I want to pull. And meanwhile, mods, if you wouldn't mind letting us know some questions, and that way we can get that ready for GinnyGravity here in just a moment. So, um, actually, I don't really have the right panel for this. I realized I don't know what I can do actually.
Right panel?
Well, like scene. I didn't really think about having a scene for this, but I guess we could
Uh,
go with this real quick, and that seems to be just fine. Um,
I can't really see your stream.
oh, that's okay. No worries,
Your
no
stream is
worries.
covered up by a lot of windows right now.
That's right. So here we have a couple of highlighted messages, so I'll definitely read those out real quick because those are priority for me.
Okay.
So we've got Mr. H who said, "Is this pre-recorded?" No, this is all 100% live. As I mentioned at the top of the stream, I'm not reacting to chat as much because really the focus is to interview and share with GinnyGravity, our guest, or whoever the guest may end up being. Christian says, I used to have so much stuff on my Switch, and one time I accidentally deleted everything on it.
Oh
That's
no,
not good at
that's
all.
awful.
Yikes. Um, by the way, Ginny, yeah, and this is a good time. I if you wanted to grab some water or something like that, top off or whatever,
Oh yeah.
because I'm just going through some stuff here. Chrono says art is based on feeling and interpretation. Am I a robot since it usually doesn't make me feel anything?
Oh,
But
I
yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
not a professional, but maybe.
You might be. You might be. Oh man. Um, so yeah, we've got a couple of really good questions here. I'm gonna wait and see what mods have chosen for us. We've got a lot
All
of
right.
talk about baked cheddar Cheez-Its, by the
Uh,
way.
just mentioning Cheez-Its made me want more Cheez-Its. I don't have a box in the house right now though.
Right. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll an ad real quick, as that'll just be our little. I'm thinking every half hour or so doing this, just so that we kind of get that break, that natural break, like a talk show would have. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, I think that sounds fine.
Boom. 60
I'm
second
actually
ad
pulling up
break.
your stream on my iPad right now,
Oh,
so I
perfect. All
can
right.
have you on my iPad.
Cool. So
Don't leave.
60-second ad break starting now.
All right.
Yeah, we got 45 seconds left. Everyone who's who's just chilling and who are subbed and I'm like, what is all this nonsense that Mana's doing?
Today's stream is brought to you by caffeine, copious amounts. Oh, at least on my end, not on Mana's end.
On
He
my
doesn't drink
end,
caffeine.
on my end, it is brought to you by wearing blue jeans under a suit coat.
So wearing jeans,
Yeah,
by wearing like
but
ripped shorts, but nobody can see it, so
hey,
it doesn't
yeah.
matter.
And that's a freebie for all you subs out there. 3 seconds left, and we are back. That ought to do it. So back onto this screen. Huzzah. All right. So, mods, if you wouldn't mind, I guess I didn't even really mention this, but if you have those questions, if you could put those into the Discord, that would be fantastic. I have our leader channel there set up. If you could just pop some of those questions in there, but we'll get started with this one that I saw right now, which was first fruit in Animal Crossing. Period. I'm guessing that means a new leaf, probably.
Mine was oranges.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it bad that I forget
even made
oranges are even a fruit in Animal Crossing?
a little bit.
It's like-
It's one of the. It's a staple.
I know, but I just never seem to get it or go to an island that has it. So
I have oranges on my island.
I think I do too.
I have a
but
lot of oranges on my island.
I have like one tree somewhere that somebody gave me, and then I just never pick it. Oh, like 10 oranges in my in a stack of oranges in my inventory, and then that's it. So okay, so let's see. Yeah, we're learning how this all works for the first time here, since like I said, I haven't really done this before. Apparently
I'm having
some
a good
people
time though.
Oh good, me too. Some people are immune to ads apparently, so that's pretty cool. And let's see.
I
There
think
was
some people have ad blockers.
Oh, it could maybe. It could be. That could be. Here, let me scroll up to this one question. This is from Mr. H, and he asks, do you apply any art design in the emotes you make for Mana, Ginny? Or are they more freestyle or free flow? Is there a method to the madness, so to speak?
There's definitely a method. I use very expressive expressions. To put it lightly, and there's a lot of design around emotes actually, because I design them at 500 by 500, so when they're shrunk down to 28 by 28, you lose a lot of detail, and there's certain things that you need to do just to like make details pop out on emotes. So it's not exactly like graphic. I guess I am using a bit of my graphic design knowledge as well, because there's a lot of composition and negative space that goes into it. And when you use an emote, you want to be evoking, a certain emotion when it comes out. So, or when you're posting it. So
Right.
yeah, I definitely use a lot of strategic design when making emotes, and I enjoy it a lot. They're some of my favorite things to make. I just had two emote commissions back to back, and I want more. I just want to draw more emotes.
Yeah. Well, so and how did this come to be? Like, when did you decide that you're going to start commissions and that whole thing?
I think well, when I moved out here, it's been hard finding a job, to be honest, and one that will accommodate my really heavy school schedule. So I was just looking for a way to, make a couple extra dollars so I could, eat out with my friends once in a while, or buy groceries one week. And um yeah, it um that's really what it was born out of. And at the time, I didn't really have any emote work under my belt, but I did know that I mean, I had made some for myself, and I enjoyed drawing them. And I've always enjoyed drawing cute things, so it just felt like a natural progression.
Which is why you decided to draw me for my emotes. You like
Oh, yeah, you're
I'm so cute.
so cute.
Oh my gosh. I'll be cuter once I get a haircut here in a couple of days. I'm actually planning on that. So a little beard
If you keep
trim.
growing it out, you could actually do the pompadour that I drew for your emotes,
I
though.
I have thought I might even ask. I'm like, hey, what do you think? Oh my gosh.
Just slick it back
Yeah.
with some what, hair
Uh,
gel?
hair
Would hair gel
or
get
I
hold?
use what do you call it? It's a hair cement. I think they call it something like that.
Ah,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Well, that would
But
work too.
I know I'm getting older because I caught myself Googling hip haircuts for thinning hair. I think anytime you put hip and thinning hair into one sentence, you've added yourself. I
Ooh,
mean, it's over. It's over.
yeah.
So,
Ooh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
oh
No,
man.
I get that. I get that though. My hair is thinning a bit myself. I'm
Yay
but
to aging.
yay. But it's mostly the summer. Like in the wintertime, my hair just like fills out. It's
Mm,
like it's hard to put it in ponytails in
huh.
the wintertime. But right now, I think I found out that I think heat is what triggers my hair loss. And oh my gosh, has it been hot in San Diego?
Yes, yeah. Up here too. It's been a scorcher. We've had triple digit weather here in Oregon. Which I mean, you're like sitting there
Wow.
going like, man, come on, that's nothing.
I mean, some days it feels like it's made it to the triple digits in my bedroom, but it will only be like 85 outside. My house or my
Oof.
apartment just it holds heat strangely.
Yeah, I just can't do heat. I'm so glad I have an air conditioner.
Ugh.
It's rough.
I have this fan going behind me, and I have a fan that's blowing my AC into my bedroom
There you go.
from this direction, so I understand.
That's right. That's right. But yeah, actually, going back to emotes for a second there. Yeah, what you'd mentioned about a specific intent, I think that's what I really caught onto. So I've said this before in other contexts, but I think having you here, it makes a lot of sense. So to share again, when I approached you for
Mhm,
my emotes, the only thing I had, I think, concrete the first time was I would like an update to my Art of M cheer because I really wanted that to be
mhm.
more personal and unique instead of a
Yeah.
blatant Zelda clone with my me face. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, that was that. And then I think everything else just kind of I said, what do you think? And you came up with things like the Art of M Peace, which is actually one of my favorites. Because
I
it
love the
does
flower beard.
yeah, well it comes from when I had my beard so long before and I had actually braided flowers in at the request of Ardelia. But the interesting thing was, I hadn't thought of that at all, but it also does evoke just that kind of pleasant, peaceful vibe that I think I try to have in my streams. And, I love when those kind of like blissful moments in people's streams happen. And you have plenty of those, I'll tell you that. So, but you just captured that so perfectly. So it's an emote that definitely has a purpose. And I think that's what I was really looking for in emotes is I wanted them to be something where you look at it and you instantly know how you would apply it to your conversation.
Mhm,
So that's
mhm.
just kind of
And,
again going, yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, that's one of my favorite parts of working with friends per se, because I've been in their streams and I know
Right.
how they carry themselves in their streams, and I know some of the inside jokes, and I've been there for a lot of the history, so that gives me a lot of really good ideas. And when I'm approached by streamers who I haven't ever been to any of their streams, or maybe I've been to like one or two, that's definitely one of the things that I ask immediately is like, what are some of your inside jokes? Like if I'd been in your stream since since the beginning, what are some of the best jokes, or what do people keep coming back to every time that they come into your stream? Because
Yeah.
those are the good ones. And I just try to be very personal. Some of the other questions I ask are like, what are some of your favorite emotes to use just
Mhm.
in general here on Twitch? Um, just in casual conversation, because I think those will be the ones that resonate with you the best.
Yeah,
Like,
like
for example, oh no, go ahead, go
well, I was
ahead.
gonna say, like, that's I think how the Art of M blush came about because I said I always use that
Yeah,
little like the blush emote. Yeah.
yeah. And I did a commission for Toasty Plays.
Hmm.
He wanted 5 emotes because he's just been doing awesome on Twitch recently. And I
Crushing
just
it.
asked him, like, what are some of the memes that you know or like really love, or like what are some of the emotes that you use? And he told me that he uses the OK hand a lot. So like I immediately thought of that Pacha meme from The Emperor's New Groove, where he's just like, "Mwah," the chef kiss, like, it hits the hill just right, that
Yep.
moment. And I drew that for one of his emotes, and he loved it. And I love it, and all of his followers loved it too when he showed it to them. I was like, I want to use it. I'm gonna have to sub to him again when he puts those emotes up.
That's got to be the hardest thing. You take these commissions, then you're like, now I just need to subscribe so I can use these
Oh, so
emotes.
true.
Oh
I
man.
try to at least give everyone I do an emote commission for at least a month worth of sub,
Oh,
so I can
nice.
like show off their emotes and direct people towards, and just use my emotes places.
Hmm.
Does that make me a
Yeah.
narcissist?
No, it makes you proud of your
Okay,
work, which you should be.
thank
So
you.
yeah, I mean, at this point, you've got quite a bunch of emotes that you've done now. Like when you first started, um, I think one of the the things I think you did is, I mean, you had $10 an emote, and you just
Hmm.
recently gone up to 15, right?
Yeah,
Is it 15 or is it 20?
yeah.
It's
No, it's
15,
15 now.
15. But I'm gonna tell everybody here that is still one of the best deals on Twitch. Like as far as I know, I mean, I've had my hand in looking at other emote creators and things like that, and there are a lot of people who have a high cost. Um, but here's the thing, GinnyGravity, $15, and it is unlimited revisions, right? Still,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
unlimited revisions and unlimited sketches. I don't mind. I can sketch emotes all day. It's really fun for me, actually.
So
I just love sketching little characters.
so what I love about that is like for a lot of people who are maybe not really sure what they want, like that right there is way more valuable to me than even the emote itself. Like it sounds weird to say, but like cuz you're basically providing a service of sharing creativity. Here are some thoughts for an emote. Here's something. What do you think of this? What do you think of this? Like walking alongside the person, and yeah, like that right there is $15 worth easy. So
Oh, for sure.
yeah.
But I'm still kind of untested. Less so now. I have a little bit of experience now. That's why I ended up upping my prices. But
Mhm.
back when I was still at $10, that was just kind of like inviting people to like test me out. I know I'm untested. I know I'm new, but I'll give you something quality.
Right. Yeah.
And that's mostly why I was at $10, and that's why I went up to 15, because I have a good 20, 30 emotes under my belt now.
Yeah. Which I think you had maybe like a half dozen when I first uh asked you to or commissioned you. Is that right?
Yeah, I think even maybe even less. I think I had done Evil Guy 0613's emotes,
Mhm.
and maybe I might have made my emote with the little heart hugging the heart, and I think that's like it. I think that's probably all the emotes that I had made. So,
Right. Well,
yeah.
Dash Magnum here in chat says it's important to value your work and charge what you're worth. So there you go. Well,
Thank you, thank you.
I mean, I think it's wise. I think right now, I'll just throw it out there. I don't think these prices are going to last forever, everyone, because I think GinnyGravity is well on her way to being a staple in the emote community. So if you're looking for emotes, this is my shameless plug. Go ahead and, and check out Ginny. And where should people? Let's just make this into an ad time. Where should people find you to commission emotes?
Well, if you are in Art of Mana's Discord server, you should be able to just DM me from the list there, for sure. If not, then hit me up on Twitter. I'm on Twitter like all the time. GinnyGravity, all across the board. If I think it was you who was making the joke about David V. Kimball having all of his all of his screen names
Right.
like across everywhere on everything. Well,
Yep.
that's kind of pretty much me.
Which is
Also,
perfect. It's
it's
perfect.
on all the major platforms.
Right on. So yeah, check out GinnyGravity. Maybe a mod can put a shout out in there for anyone who's new. And we have a few more questions, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it back to a few of those. So
All right.
here's a quick one. We're just going to do rapid fire for a few of these. Emerus asks, if only one, Splatoon or Animal Crossing?
Oh, you break my heart. Uh, ooh, Animal Crossing because I don't have to play it online.
Oh, good point.
But I would miss Splatoon so very much.
Yeah, I mean, they're two very different games, aren't they?
They are. They
Yeah.
are so they're one's fast paced and action based and quick fire games, and the other is just like hanging out.
Yeah. Can we have both, please?
Yes.
um, so let's see here. Dash Magnum asks, before the quote unprecedented times, what was your favorite place to go for a bite to eat in San Diego? And this is only a little selfish, only a little bit selfish on Dash Magnum's part.
Ooh, that's hard. So purely food wise, I really liked going to Taijima. It's a ramen restaurant they have like 3 or 4 locations in San Diego, but there's one over in Normal Heights that I liked going to with my roommate, my friends. Just like the most amazing ramen. It's ruined all other ramen for me, to be honest. It's just high quality ingredients, and the combinations that they do are really good. Their pork chashu like just melts in your mouth. Ah, amazing. Darn, now I really want ramen.
Man, me too.
I can order this in still, thankfully. They send it to you with all the like the dry stuff. All the stuff that goes inside in one bowl, and then they send you the broth in another, and you just combine it when it gets there, and
I like that. I like that
it's
a lot.
amazing.
Ooh, I ate, but I want more now.
Yeah, right.
Okay, here's a question from Chronolox. What games or types of games would you love to contribute your art to?
Oh, definitely like simulator sort of games, kind of like an Animal Crossing or a Stardew Valley. Like I could see like cute little character portraits
Oh,
of mine in a
totally.
Stardew Valley sort of game.
Yes.
And I love making pixel art. I don't make it as often anymore, but for a solid like year or so, I played this game called Manyland, which is like a browser game. It's a multiplayer. It's massively multiplayer actually, and it's like this large world it's like an infinite world, and you can travel in any direction, and it's just littered with pixel art that people have made,
Oh,
and it's
really?
really fun if you're into pixel art making or just like
Huh.
want to see some chaos. Go to Manyland. I think it's .com,
Manylands.
but it might be .net. It's super fun, and I played it for a really long time.
Very interesting. Oops.
Yeah.
We're just going to filter through filters real quick
Okay.
since I accidentally. There we go. I think that's the normal one. I accidentally hit the wrong thing. uh, just, yeah, whatever. So here's another question. And so actually, I would just want to ask many lands? Is that what you said? MANY? Is
Hold
that what
on,
you
let me open up Chrome
many
really quickly,
lands?
and I can actually tell you exactly what it's called.
Hmm.
'Cause I still have it bookmarked. I just haven't played in a while. I knew a really good community from there too. Should check up on them. I'm a friend with a few of them on like Facebook, and I don't use Facebook anymore. It's called Manyland. Just no S at the end,
Oh,
and it's
okay.
just manyland.com.
Manyland.com. All right. Well, there you go.
Yeah,
Everyone can
it's
check that
pretty
out.
browser
Huh.
name.
I've never heard of it. So here's a question from Emerus again. Where'd all the Splatoon plushies come from?
uh,
Did you start with
so
2 and then suddenly no?
no, I started. All right, so purple right here. Rob and Alex of Arl Ritchie gave
Can we
gave
get
the
a
purple
shout
one
out
to
for
me.
them, please?
Yeah. They got it at the Nintendo store in New York, I believe. Uh, pink one I bought on Amazon. Did I buy pink on Amazon? I think I bought pink on Amazon. The green one was given to me by Evil Guy 0613 when we went to a shop here in San Diego. I'm pretty sure I bought yellow at that same shop on a separate trip by myself. And then this guy, this squishy pink one with the purple eyes, I bought at Target while I was home quarantining because I missed my squid
What?
plushes.
I did not realize. So actually, those are sold in Target?
This one was. It's a different design from the other
Oh
ones,
yeah, a
though.
little bit. So I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's purple.
This one's from Club Mochi Mochi, and
Okay,
it's like it has like that soft microfiber feel. Sorry, I'm feeling up my squid
that's
plushes
that's
because
totally
this
fine.
one's my favorite.
No worries. So and then it looks like maybe where the other ones is that a print for the eyes and the spots, and for this one it's actually
uh,
sewn or embroidered.
these are also sewn on. It's just like a black sew on.
Okay.
I grab one of them. Actually, no, I'm gonna leave them
Yeah,
over
yeah. Go
there.
ahead. Don't worry. We
I'm not gonna
because
cover my chair.
we because we will betray the fact that in good quarantining fashion, none of us are wearing like the appropriately matched bottoms to our outfits.
It's that's why I didn't want to stand up.
Exactly.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Uh, like my shirt's not tucked in and my jeans are on. Um,
Yep.
so yeah. So let's see here. Another question. Here's from Mr. H. Mr. H. Mr. underscore H underscore 1217. Would you do art for a Chia Pet owner simulator if that was a thing to ever happen?
Sure. That sounds like a lot of fun, honestly. I love
Yeah.
plants. I mean,
Boom.
the one that's on my desk right now is dead, but I have two that are living out in my living room that are thriving and loving life. So
Fair enough.
I feel like I should probably show this. It was a baby. It was a baby
Oh.
spider plant, and it did not take to my
Yeah.
llama planter. But I'll try again eventually.
Oh man. That's pretty cool though. And here's a question from Dark Solid X. Ginny, what game do you want to play but haven't gotten a chance to play yet?
Ooh. So I have a couple actually. I started the Other Worlds before I left for Maine in March, and I only got about 2 or 3 hours in, and I liked it, and I really want to keep playing it. I also own a couple other PS4 games that I haven't tried yet, but I really want to play. That's why I own them. Detroit Become Human, which might be a little bit of a mature title, but it looks like it's a really fun, just kind of like one of those games that has more story than gameplay, and I kind of like that sort of game. And I also have The Witcher 3 that I've been wanting to play that's sitting on my PS4 unplayed. I haven't touched my PS4 since I got back either. I've been so busy.
It's tough when you're going to school and everything and then trying to find time to play games.
Yeah.
So that's a question right there. What did you find when you streamed? Did you make time to play outside of the stream? Or was it that you found most of your game time was while you were actually streaming?
No, I still played a lot of games outside of streaming. I was back when I was home in Maine, I was taking care of my mom. So I didn't really have a second job that took me away from the house or anything. So when I wasn't streaming, I was still spending a lot of time inside, and I hadn't really gotten back into drawing or anything yet. So I spent a lot of time playing games like Minecraft, um, and Stardew Valley, just games that just will suck so many hours out of your life, in a good way
Gotcha.
though.
I have to take make an aside here because I apparently got something horribly wrong. It was not Chia Pet Simulator. It was Chow Pet Simulator, as in the Chow from Sonic the Hedgehog. And I've had both Emrys and Mr. H redeem highlighted messages to say, "Mana, you're a buffoon." So, are you familiar with the Sonic the Hedgehog
No,
Chow? Oh, okay.
I'm not familiar with the Sonic the Hedgehog Chow, but with enough research, I'm willing to do anything art.
There you
So
go. Hey, that's a good answer. Yeah, I believe that they are from Sonic Adventure. I think that was the first appearance of them, and they're little like blue guys, if I remember correctly. They look like little slimes with little legs, little
nice.
fairy like Pokemon like creatures. But I don't.
Sounds adorable.
Yeah, I probably maybe more adorable than a Chia Pet. Probably.
I don't know. They're pretty adorable, to be honest. I
That's
mean, come
true.
on.
That's true. Uh, I did see someone recently though on YouTube show like an old chia pet that they had gotten. They tried to make it grow, but like it was so old that the seeds had died. So like it was this, like the hair that was like it was really, like all lopsided and like missing
Oh,
in one
no.
section and like all like brown. It was
Chia
terrifying.
seeds are edible and they're like for sale in grocery stores. So,
Oh,
I mean, that's an easy fix. If you have the pottery, you can just go buy more chia seeds, and then make a
silly.
delicious snack with the rest of them.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite snacks? Speaking of.
Ooh, favorite snacks. I love chocolate, and I love I love a very specific combination of two flavors of chips, which is gonna sound really weird, but I love it. Salt vinegar, salt and vinegar Lay's chips, and sun chips, harvest cheddar. The
Oh
two of them
yeah.
together are just really good, and I don't know why.
Huh. I kind of want to try that now. Like it sounds
If you
good.
ever have both of them in the same area, just stack a couple of salt and vinegar chips on top of one of those harvest cheddar sun chips, and
Mm.
mm, it's really good. It's like tangy and cheddary and salty, and just hits all the right cravings for me.
But I have never seen those two in the same place before. So I'll have to try that out sometime for sure. Interesting. Salt and vinegar and harvest
So it
cheddar.
originated in high school for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, was it like something that you like came up with, or just people were doing, or what?
So I liked the two separately, and I think one day I just bought them because I wanted to like save one of them as a snack for later in school. But then I ended up eating them both, and I just had them both open at the same time, and the combination magic happened, and then I couldn't stop. In fact, I don't let myself have the two of them in my house unless if like I have like really good self control that week, because I will eat the like 2 bags in like 3 days.
Oh, man, I hear you. For me, it's the white cheddar
I'm so
popcorn, but yeah,
Oh, that stuff's so
so
good
good,
too.
so good.
Cheese. I love cheese. In
Yeah.
fact, like just take the chip part out and like give me a cheese platter and I'm a happy girl.
There you go. Hey, there we go. All right, everybody, you all know. Please send cheese to GinnyGravity, P.O. Box something
Yes.
something San Diego. Oh my goodness.
Uh,
Well, I gotta tell you, I hope that this is Chronos heading out. Chronos thanking you for the interview, thanking us for the interview. I hope that you all have been really enjoying this. Hopefully, it's bringing a smile on all of your faces. Just getting to see two good friends just chatting and shooting the breeze and all that good stuff. We are up against another little break, an ad break, and it is at the hour mark. So I am trying to keep this at most 2 hours because I know that just chatting here for so long can be kind of exhausting. Um, so, are you game for that? Are you game for another hour?
Yeah, yeah. This just feels very natural, to be honest. Like
Yeah,
whenever we get together, we just have chats like this. I mean, not like you asking me questions, but we
right.
have good back and forth.
Exactly.
It feels good.
Yeah,
Friendship is
likewise.
fun.
It is, and it's magical. So yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break here. Mr. H, by the way, redeemed a message saying, "I did not call you a buffoon, by the way, Mana. I would never." Thank you. Thank you. I guess for posterity, we'll make sure that we mention that. So in the meantime, I am really interested to know because I'm kind of thinking there's all these great strands that we could take this. Are you interested more in streaming, more in art, or more in the types of games that Ginny likes? Please sound off down below. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make this legit. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use that
Whole
fancy
time.
feature to make. Yeah, let's do a poll. Let's do a poll. Let's see what people are interested in. And
This is
I
my favorite Animal Crossing song that is
oh,
playing right now.
KK Disco.
I love KK
I
Disco.
love it. It's so good. It's my favorite
It is so
too.
good.
So I guess here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and crank that. Oh, it went away. Ah,
No.
maybe that's what we
Oh,
can
this is
ask
my
KK. Oh, this was a which. Oh yeah, it is a good one too. All right, we'll crank this for a little intermission. I'll run an ad and we'll be right back. Bye.
Forest Life. This one's
Mm-hmm.
that's my favorite kind of like jazzier one. This is my favorite like calm and how home designing.
Right.
So yeah.
I totally get that. This one's super chill.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Go KK Rider.
And 25 seconds left on this little ad break.
Sorry, I'm signing into the Twitch app on my iPad. That's
No
what I'm
worries.
doing.
Yeah.
This is my favorite thing in the world, by the way.
Mm.
Love my iPad.
Oh, the iPad.
I think I almost love my iPad more than I love my Switch.
What? Really?
Is that blasphemy?
A little bit. But no, I guess not so much
Yeah,
since you're
I
drawing
can't
with
draw
it
on
too.
my Switch.
And there's our ad
Yeah.
break. And we are back. And thank you so much, LNHL and Tony Taro, for the follows, by the way. Thank you so much. It looks like we've actually had a few other follows too while I'm not paying attention to the alerts right now, I'm afraid. But yeah, let me actually just real quickly double check on that. I believe we did have another follow. Let's see what that was. It was, yes, Beefy Ann, and Gamin Granny, and of course Sailor Kirby KF. Thank you so much, everybody. Really do appreciate that. So welcome aboard. Let's see the results of our poll, huh, Ginny? Let's find out.
Right.
What do people have an interest in? Well, it looks like we've got a tie, streaming and gaming. So,
okay.
and Memory Martin has redeemed some points for us to hydrate, both of us.
All right. Hydration.
It's a good thing. Which, again, lands right back to streaming and gaming. So, yeah, well, let's talk a little bit about Mini Bagel Tyranny.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I feel like we've actually talked about MBT.
Right. But, I mean, do you want
Because I
to...
think there's a big hole missing.
It's true. We're missing a big chunk of the bagel here.
Yeah.
And that is Saving Liberty. So for those of you who don't know what Mini Bagel Tyranny is, Mini bagel trrrr. Uh, trrrr. Trrrr. Oh boy! All right, we got another hour to go. So this is like, hey editor, this doesn't make it out to the show, right? We're not live, right? Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
All right. So mini bagel tyranny. For those who may not know what it is, what is it, GinnyGravity?
So that was our little mini friendship stream team that we had going for a little while, and we all kind of collabed on each other's channels and did, you know, uh I don't know, did we do more than just the Trine series? I don't know if we ever really branched out beyond Trine.
Did we? We had all these lofty ambitions. I know. Well,
We did. We had so many.
So you and I did Portal 2
Yeah.
together.
Oh, that was so much fun.
and then we did Trine with Saving Liberty. But did we do something
Yes.
else? I don't know.
Did we ever do like Minecraft? I know Saving Liberty got really into Minecraft, but I don't know if we ever all got into it at the same time.
Yeah, I think maybe we only did Trine. But but anyway, that's what it was. It was a small team, and I thought, was it you that came up with the idea of using the 3 of our names and then putting it into a random word generator?
Yeah, into an anagram generator.
Right.
And I scrolled through so many anagrams of our names trying to find like the perfect one. And I think I put up a couple other ones, but I think Mini Bagel Tyranny was the one that made us all kind of laugh.
It's just too perfect. And then everyone who was a fan of the Mini Bagel Tyranny became official bagel holes. Is that what it was? I think Scooter
Yeah.
102089 was the one to come up with that, and it was so
God,
perfect.
big
Yeah. But this highlights a really important fact about streaming is it is about relationship, right? Like it's about the people that you connect with, and I mean, I know you've tried different things, I've tried different things. Like it's just been a really cool adventure, and we were just talking actually before this stream about how we've known each other for a really long time. Like we don't know each other
Yeah.
in real life. I mean, we haven't met each other, face to face, IRL, so to speak. But like, I feel like you're a friend from way back, like
Yeah,
as close, if not closer, in fact, than people I've gone to school with,
yeah. Oh, for sure. There's just and I think this is kind of like why we started that little mini kind of group is like I think we all just really clicked immediately. Our personalities just kind of jived,
Right.
Like I don't know, just we all had really similar morals and humors, and I think a lot of that really had to do with that early spark, and just every time we all got together in a video, or not a video chat, in like a voice chat, and played Splatoon. Oh man, do you remember when I first got my Switch and that Christmas, like when we were all playing Splatoon? Those are some of my favorite memories. Just
Just
all of us all on
nonstop.
mic, just
Yeah.
laughing and chatting, just a good time.
Oh, totally remember that. That was a blast. Oh my goodness. Yeah. No, it's been so cool, and I feel like, I remember hearing that you were an artist and that you had a studio upstairs, right? Like that
hmm
was because you streamed from that a couple of times.
I did. Yeah, I did a couple of painting streams from out in my studio. Uh, Yeah, back in Maine, I had my room where my computer was, and then right outside was a loft that had some really great like sunroof lights, and it was a great little spot for painting.
And I think I remember a few photos that you tweeted out about you scrambling to try and get it set up and like running Ethernet cable up or around a corner and stuff like this.
Oh man, it was a hassle. I ended up doing screen doubling from my phone to do those streams. I had my
Right.
phone set up on an arm sort of thing, and then I had like whatever Samsung is using for screen doubling, and I had that just like streaming to my computer, and then I had a separate computer, like my really old laptop that is useless except for like maybe getting chat. And I had that out there with me. So I couldn't monitor how my stream was doing. That was all back in my room. But I could see chat and I could see like how my stream looked from that end. So it worked out. I feel like we've both had a lot of really creative stream setups over the last couple of years.
Mm.
Maybe that might be my most interesting one. Though I did do a couple of really fun streams where I think it was a couple Christmases ago where I just sat and talked to people and wrapped Christmas gifts on my floor.
Yes, I remember that. That was amazing.
Yeah, those are fun. I think I just like sang a bunch of Christmas carols and talked for hours while I was wrapping. It was great.
And those are things that you just can't necessarily plan for. I mean, there are some streams that you get an idea and you really like plan for it, and then there are those where it's like spontaneously you come up with an idea
Yeah,
and you're like, I gotta wrap presents. Join me.
exactly. And I
Yeah.
think that's probably what it was. I think maybe that was a stream night. I did have a schedule for a little while there, and I was like, I don't have time to play games. I need to wrap these
Yeah.
presents.
Right.
They are everywhere in my room, and I can't hide them from my family anymore because they're just like in these Amazon boxes.
Right.
So yeah, that was a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes necessity breeds creativity, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Here's a stream though. I just watched a YouTube video. There's a couple that makes these videos where they make things and they do a lot with epoxy and stuff like that. And I think
Hmm.
the husband's an engineer. And anyway, they did a underwater stream, and so they figured out
Underwater stream.
100%, right, exactly, 100% underwater. They had a acrylic box they made where they put a camera and some of the like a screen, a monitor to be able to read chat. They had a waterproof keyboard, and they had scuba gear with microphones and headsets,
Yeah.
and they did the whole thing and they ran it all the like it was only cat 5 cables or cat 6 cables, so it wasn't anything that was bearing a electrical charge. Everything inside the device was all done with like a battery pack, USB battery pack, so it wouldn't have created a shock if it did get water in it. And yeah, and
Hmm.
like they did like a 2-hour stream underwater.
Oh, that sounds stressful.
It's I know. Yeah, like exactly. I think like a moment before they were recognizing that there was a leak in the seal of the box, and anyway, it was oh gosh, but yeah, they got it eventually. I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh
But these are the kinds of things that I feel
no. Yeah, that's like really creative.
right, right. It's just and I think between
Yeah,
us, I think we've come up with things, we've done things just because it seemed like a fun thing to try. I mean, this is one of them
yeah,
right here, what we're doing right now.
for
Uh,
sure. I'm having
yeah,
a great time.
me
I'm
too.
looking forward to some of your future interviews.
Me too. Me too. Yeah. But really, I think the main reason that I wanted to do this was just to highlight people and showcase some cool folks and hang out with friends. So here in chat, what do you think? Please go ahead and like throw emotes if you like it. If you're enjoying the stream, that's an easy
Oh, my
visual way to see if you're
legendary
enjoying
too.
it.
I'll
So
throw some emotes. I'm enjoying myself.
GinnyGravity chucking some mana potion in the chat. Got to use those emotes you made, right? So what do you think? Do you see yourself 5 years from now doing anything in particular with streaming? What do you want to do in the future?
Oh man, I'm not sure. That's a great question. If anything, I really want to return to my chill hangout streams. I really kind of miss just talking to people,
Hmm.
random people, friends that I know just from streaming. I mean, shout outs to the gold leafeon in chat right there. I've known
Yeah.
him for a really long time now. Shout outs to like the Maverick. like he's one of my original viewers. Really, just like people like that who I've just known forever, and they still pop up here and there, and we've played lots of games together. Just that I want that interactivity again. And in 5 years, I'd love to, still know some of still like to know you and
Mhm.
everyone who I see in chat there. That you guys are all wonderful.
Yeah.
And I hope that we're still getting into Discord calls and just that's how I can spend my weekend playing video games and laughing with people. you know?
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, I think that's what I want out of streaming for sure.
Cool.
And that's kind of what I've always wanted out of streaming. Sometimes uh it's hard to meet people with your same interests and who you really get along with in out in the world. And here on Twitch, we just kind of all gravitate towards each other because um, you know, I mean, if you love Animal Crossing, maybe you
Right.
go into an Animal Crossing stream and meet somebody who also really likes Animal Crossing and is gonna play with you, and that's like the best part of Twitch. Honestly, you're always meeting new people and making friends.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, you kind of focus in. Here's a
For
category. Do you
sure.
like this game? Do you like this, creativity, whatever? Here's the category, and then you start finding like-minded people.
Yeah.
Great point. It kind of helps. It's almost, I mean, it's better than swiping right. It's scrolling up and down.
Exactly.
Choose a category and then scroll. Maybe put the family friendly tag up there.
Yeah, yeah.
That's great.
I mean, and that's even another layer of specificity, isn't it?
Right.
Like I like Animal Crossing, but I also I want to watch a clean streamer who's not going to be swearing every like 5 minutes, or have have their villagers wearing inappropriate clothes or whatever.
Right. Exactly. You know,
So
and
yeah,
your intro video in selecting start back when we did that. For those who don't know,
yeah,
this was a shared channel that we started, and we're still on a hiatus from as maybe some new fresh ideas and things are going into it. Um,
yeah,
but the back in at that time, your intro video talked about why you wanted to have a family friendly channel. And it's something that stood out to me was I think it was that you wanted to be able to watch with your nephew, was it? Or
yeah.
your nephew, right?
I've had my nephew on my stream a few times.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, my nephew. And he's already he's almost 12. He's going to be 12 in April. So, I mean, he's getting towards those teenage years, but it still holds true. Um yeah, and I'm going to have more nieces and nephews someday, I'm sure, because my sister hasn't started her family yet, but but yeah, just being able to share my streaming with him and him have a great time and come in and make jokes with my viewers, and I can trust my viewers that they're not going to say anything weird to my little 9-year-old nephew.
Right.
And I thank all of my viewers from back in those days for they were so welcoming and warm. um I think I was playing Detective Pikachu because I had just bought it, and my nephew came up into my room and I was playing Detective Pikachu, it wasn't keeping his attention so much. He was just chatting to me over on my bed, and I was like, "Do you want to play Minecraft? I kind of want to take a break from streaming. Do you want to stream Minecraft?" And I gave him my chair, and I logged him onto my Minecraft account, and all of my friends on in chat came and played with him, and they were making jokes and he was making jokes. I remember he was chasing around people and smacking them on the butt with the pickaxe or something like that and making jokes about it. It was adorable, okay?
That's so great. That's so great. I love stuff like that.
Yeah, it was a great time.
That's so
And he still
fantastic.
talks about it. Like for the longest time, every time he came over, he'd ask. So, Auntie, are you streaming tonight? And if you are, I could come hang out with you. That would be fun. I'm like, and a lot of times it would be like a Monday or like
Right.
it was usually a day that I wasn't streaming and I'd have to say no, sorry kid.
Oh.
But maybe next time.
Right. Oh man. That's
Yeah.
so great though. And I love that you're so flexible that way. Like it's just hey, here, this is just a part of who I am, part of my home, part of my
Yeah.
family. Yeah. I hadn't really realized that before, but yeah, I think of myself as I obviously I care about that relationship, but I still maybe it's just uh maybe it's a pride thing, maybe it's a little bit of fear, but I tend for myself to really want things to be polished. Like I'm afraid to show behind the curtains, like you know, if the room's messy behind me, it's like, well, thank goodness I have a green screen. Hope that doesn't fall down. Like, you know.
To be fair, I made my bed for everyone today. I get it. Like, I feel a little bad that I have my art board just hanging out over here behind my shoulder. I'm like, "Oh, I should have art right there instead of, like, using it as a utility," but I have nowhere else to put it, so it has to live there.
That's a perfect place for it
You
then.
know?
It's the only place for it. No, and
And
in all fairness, I had to clean my room too. Like I spent this afternoon and and like real talk because I'm still trying to get this room all the way I want it. There's a couple boxes on the bed that I gotta go
uh,
through later.
I think your couch needs a couple Splatoon plushies.
I think so. I think, or if I get some Animal Crossing plushies, there's a really cute
Oh,
Celeste that's out there. I would
that's
love to get a
adorable.
Celeste for over there. That'd be sweet.
Yes.
And Mana Sprout
Just like
loves
a
Animal Crossing.
leaf.
What's that?
Oh, that's sweet. One of the I said a big leaf
A big leap.
plush,
Oh, that would be a good one. I like
that
that.
would be cute. Yeah.
Yeah, I would love some Animal Crossing content. Although, actually, behind me, I don't know if you can. No, you can't see it. It's cropped out. But I actually just put all of my original Nintendo Mario figurines up on the shelf behind me on the top there.
Yeah.
And these are like from the '80s, so they're pretty cool and really wonky looking.
I can see Mario right beside your ear and the lamp that we that I
Oh,
think I had that lamp and then I showed you that lamp and you're like, "I have that lamp."
oh, right, you can see. Yeah,
I
that's
think
right.
that's
You can see
that
those. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
lamp.
That's
Yeah.
right. Because GinnyGravity can see. She. Fun fact. Here's a little streaming behind the scenes for you. So we couldn't get this camera working for GinnyGravity on Discord. So she's actually seeing me through my webcam, which is like, I mean, it's like looking up my nose. It's she's got a great view of my nose and the ceiling and my under neck beard. Like
In case you were wondering what Mana's under Mana's chin looks like, it's more beard.
it's more. This is the fables are true. The legends are true. Hey, oh, we have just been raided, and I think I do have to take a moment to recognize that. Welcome, raiders.
Of course.
Um, so we we're doing something a little bit different today, but thank you so much. This is a member of Family Friendly Live, JJDB210. Good evening to you as well, my friend. If we could get a shout out for our friend, I actually don't know what you like to go by. JJ, does that work? Um, but thank you so much for sharing all of your friends here in the chat and the Legend of Mana's Beard. Today we are doing something a little different, and this question came later. Oh, and then we captured that on video, so that's perfect, Jenny. That was someone clip that, please. I'll do it
Leona's
too.
choking. We have to say something funny now. So
Uh,
Mana almost drinks on his water.
right, exactly. No, it'll just happen without any reason. I just dribble. I actually no, I legit. I had my water bottle here right before we started the stream. I reached over, got it. Yeah. I'm like wiping off water from my suit here because I
It'll try.
it's the way it goes. The question was posed: how often are we going to do a stream like this? Well, I'm thinking about once a month. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe a little bit more. We'll kind of see what people like and if this works. But um, I'm thinking kind of once a month is at minimum is my idea. Maybe every 2 weeks. And I like the idea of Saturday evenings or Saturday mornings doing them. And yeah, maybe there'll be bonus streams. Maybe I could do more of them if there's a time where it just makes sense. Welcome on in, Crazy Gamer, as well. Um, so yeah, what this is essentially a chance to chat with some other great friends and content creators. And GinnyGravity here, who's with me. If we can get a shout out for GinnyGravity. Her name is also above her video there. But yeah, the idea was for us just to hang out and enjoy some casual conversation and sort of think of this like a talk show. And so that's why you see our little figures up there in this set, which I'm really proud of how this set turned out. Spin
Yeah,
around
it's
once more.
really fun.
I just think it turned out great. We just need to get some people to come in and play all the instruments for us. I suppose if you
I was
wanted,
gonna say
you want to
you need like
demonstrate,
you need like a sidekick,
right?
who does like the drums when you make a joke.
Right. Yep. Here we go. She's got it. She's got it. Oh yeah, there's that synth. There's that synth. Beautiful. Rocking. All right, here I'm gonna get in this chair and you can interview me for a minute. No, just kidding. So, but yeah,
Ah,
that's the
there.
general idea here is just to have a nice kind of cozy, relaxed atmosphere and chat. But I'm not getting to the chat as frequently. But we're up pretty much to our next half hour mark, pretty close. So what we'll do is we'll take a short break, and if you have any, if you breaking everything. If you have any questions for us, Dash Magnum has been helping out, and the mods have been helping out, posting those in Discord so that we can take a look at them. And I think for this next half hour, we'll be doing a lot more of your questions, and maybe even towards the end, just kind of responding directly to chat. How does that sound, Ginny?
Sounds good.
Okay. So why don't we just go ahead and do that? We're gonna roll the next ad break. We'll take 1 minute, get your questions in, and then we'll start going through some of those, and then we'll go from there. Everybody, sound like a plan? 3, 2, 1, stand by. It's ad break time.
Break it down.
Break it. If you're a subscriber, you get to hear us chat in the background. But you can't see us, but you can hear us.
Yes.
I'm gonna fill my water. I got my water bottle here to fill my Boston Tea Stop cup.
Excellent. That's the way to do it.
I actually bought one of those really large hydro flasks. It was a knockoff, but it was stretching. Good idea. I'm gonna do that too. Oh.
I actually had arm day today with Ring Fit.
Oh.
So.
Which reminds me, I actually have to play Ring Fit before I go to bed to do that. But
Oh.
while I have a few more seconds, I'm gonna go and grab something. Ginny, 1 second.
Okay. Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm taking over the stream now. Everyone who can hear me. Oh no, he's back. Never mind. Oh no, he's going again. I can see him, but you guys can't. Okay,
You
he's
can
back
see all
now.
the jeans. my sagging jeans. Oh, the ad break's over, so everyone heard that. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. Oh, never been so embarrassed. Oh my goodness. The ad break's over. Welcome. Woo! All right. I love this. So here, I grabbed a couple of these figurines while we were at that break, and just because I mentioned them earlier, this is Mario. This is an old rubberized Mario figurine that I have, again from the 80s. Here's Luigi, And I love too, by the way, just note that this was back when the pants, the overalls, were the colors, and not vice versa. So this took such a mental toll on poor young Mana. Like I had such a struggle figuring out why the these characters had different like colors. And then to make matters worse, so here's Mario from Super Mario Brothers 3. This is the McDonald's toy. Here's the other McDonald's toy from that same lineup with Luigi having the green overalls, but Mario has the blue overalls. I don't think anybody knew what color Mario and Luigi were supposed to be. It's just like, come on now. So anyway,
Need some consistency, please.
yeah, right?
Come
Get your act together, Nintendo.
McDonald's, why?
Right. But this is, I mean, everything. Like there was just no style guide or anything like that. It was the wild wild west. Okay, Steel Games asks, are you both on teams on Twitch, and why is it important to be on a team?
So I am not on a team because I don't stream enough to network like that. I wouldn't fit into a team right now because I don't have a good setup for streaming. So, but Mana is on a stream team, and he is doing fantastically on that stream team, from what I understand.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm still a newbie, fresh into the stream team kind of thing. But so actually, yeah, I for a long time really had a aversion to stream teams because I thought that they were really designed to boost the person who owned the stream team. And there certainly are many of those. It's like the Legion of blah 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 or whatever. And so that just seems to me like it's not really got the right goals in mind. And then there are also ones where there's ad revenue and all kinds of shared revenue, I mean to say. But I found Family Friendly Live, and that just seemed like such a great fit because selecting Start, one of our early ideas was maybe turning it into getting it to be a partnered channel and then turning it into an official stream team. But Family Friendly Live, I think, Ginny, if you get into that consistent schedule, you would be a perfect fit for Family Friendly Live.
Aww.
And I can say that because I'm now I'm an admin now, so I would be.
Oh, I haven't been.
Be like, everybody, GinnyGravity, she's awesome. But you are right. Right now, your inconsistent schedule would be probably now's not the right time, but totally, yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. But that's the only thing I see. Yeah, Emrys, that was a new announcement. I don't want to go too far into it because I want to get back to Ginny here, but just to explain a little bit about that, we clicked. David Kimball and I, who is the owner of the stream team, we had some wonderful conversations. It kind of just ended up being the right time, right place, right time. He needed someone to help him with some things behind the scenes. A lot of it's what I've been doing with other, communities and whatnot. And I was willing, able, and just it's a great fit. So there we go. Oh my gosh, the power of the beard grows. It seeks power.
I know.
It needs power. Mr. H, you're the best. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. And Emma saying, this kid. So here's another question. This one is from Memory Martin. Have either of you gotten KK's song yet?
The Tataka song? I think I have it. The do 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 do.
That's exactly right. Yep. But I didn't know. Is that what they call it in the game? Just KK song?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so I've heard it, but I haven't gotten a record of it yet. If you can get,
I can send you one.
Oh, fancy. That's cool.
Oh, I can't see my game.
Sorry. You're like, here, I'll just go ahead. Oh, wait. Oh, look at, she's checking her phone while live, but look, you can see the cute squid in the middle of an interview. Come on. Has she no?
I know.
Has she no shame?
I have no honor,
No
no shame.
honor. um, so, Dark Solid X asks you, what game will you be streaming when you come back to streaming a game?
Probably Animal Crossing New Horizons. Because it's something that you know, I haven't gotten disconnected yet, which is great. But yeah, and it's something I play pretty often still. I can't
Mhm.
send you anything while I'm on your island. I
Right.
just realized.
Yeah. Like, we're just.
um, yeah, probably this game. I have a whole plan to redesign my entire island. I mean, I say plan. It's a loose plan, so that would be fun to stream. Um, if not Animal Crossing, then maybe something like Stardew Valley. Just I think more chill games to be
Mhm.
sure for sure. Um, but yeah, if I come back to streaming, it'll probably be like art stuff too, because I still want to do that. It's
Right.
just getting a consistent schedule is hard.
Nathan Payne asks a question here. Do you have a Discord? I'm assuming this is meant for you, Ginny. Yeah.
I mean, I do have a Discord, but it's fairly inactive at the moment, so I wouldn't recommend joining it. Maybe eventually there will be people who talk in there regularly again, but for now it's kind of maybe a single chat in the general section like a
Yeah.
week.
Which that's
I'd
yeah.
recommend going to Mana's
Oh.
Discord server because there's always people talking in there and it's great. I've been trying to branch back out into talking on Discord servers again, and his and my friends RL Richie's are great.
Aw,
Mm,
thank you. I mean,
yes.
I think part of what anyone would find on Discord is if you aren't setting up something where it's really meant to kind of like be apart from those connections with someone, like if it's like our Discords were really set up in that time when every streamer had to have a Discord, right? Like it was just
Yeah, for
expected.
sure, for sure. Yeah.
And it was really because it was a way to connect offline with like us. Like that was, it was a way to connect with people. And so I think that a lot of discords that were set up that way suffer from the same thing. We get busy and we're not around as much. Like maybe people
Mhm.
won't chat as much. So I think that's kind of,
It's true.
yeah.
I do find when I'm there, people will talk to me. Like
Mm-hmm.
they'll come out of the woodworks and say things, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember now. They are literally just here because I streamed and they came to see me stream, and maybe they're connected to other people elsewhere, so they don't need to be in my Discord to talk to them.
Yeah, right.
So,
Yeah, and you're getting more active on Twitter now.
oh yeah. Oh, if you want to talk to me, come at tweet me on Twitter. I will chat your ear off on Twitter. I find
Nate,
myself just randomly replying to people's tweets these days just to try to find conversation. So, yeah.
uh, Nathan has mentioned a posture check, so we should go ahead and do that. So there are actually some more redeemed messages, which I realized I totally did not get to. I hope I got all of them here, but I'm gonna scroll through. So looks like I got them all. Gold Leafeon asks when you will reduce the next sub badge from 2,000 months to a lower amount.
When I get another sub badge, there's literally only one sub badge right now, gold leaf, yeah.
So it's not 2,000 months. It's gotta be other ones. Okay. Um, let's see. We've asked that for Memory Martin. Oh, Mana, Mr. H says there is a Portal mod. It's a few years old now. It's epic though. If you haven't tried it yet, you should. It's called Portal Stories Mel. So maybe that might be something we can get the gang back together again, Ginny, and play that.
That could be fun. Uh, one of my favorite collab streams ever was doing Portal with you.
Oh,
Just
that
it
was
was so
so fun.
silly, just so much fun. I'd actually want to replay Portal at some point if you were ever up for it.
I would so be down. Because I've forgotten everything. I guarantee it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too.
And
You
my
know?
my favorite moment was singing the song um Titanic. as, as we were like pushing each other into the water. It was just like, oh my gosh, just trolling one another. It was just perfect. It was perfect.
There's some great clips out there of that
Oh,
stream.
please go back.
If you're willing to
Portal,
dig through
yeah,
them.
go to the Portal 2 clips, man. Ginny, those are amazing.
Yep.
So, Dark Solid X asks, Mana and Ginny, did you get your Paper Mario theme in Tetris 99? It's going on this weekend, so don't miss it.
I haven't, but I will hop on Tetris 99 and risk that addiction again, just to
Right.
get another theme.
It's fun. They've added a lot of new modes. I
It
really
is.
like it. Yeah.
Yeah, me
Memory
too.
Memory Martins says, you said Essie's next and then me, right, Mana? Or at least that's the plan. Yeah, I would be totally down for that. So if you want to be after Essie, we'll do that. And then I don't have anyone past that yet. So if you are interested in being on this with me, though, please shoot me a message. Ginny, you should make a table emote so Mana can flip tables. Except, Mr. H, I can flip
There's already
tables.
a table.
Because you can use,
Yeah.
and part of the brilliance of how Ginny made this is that they actually pair up so nicely. Because it's actually, like, the line work and everything is very similar. I think Ginny's on it, so I'll let her do that.
I am on it.
Boom! So I think it's perfect that way. But right now, you can actually, with Ginny's emote, I can chuck tables, mana potions, and I can... mana potions. Now there's bells, the bell bags, which I think you have
Yeah, I
access to
still
now,
have
Ginny.
my bell bag.
Why
Do
not?
I?
I think you
Because
can now.
I don't see it.
Really?
I don't see it on my list, yeah. Which is so sad.
You should, though. That's weird. I'll double check on that. Yeah. The other thing, though, is I can chuck Scooter to the eel using my emote.
Oh, that one's fun too.
Yeah.
I have access to all of those emotes.
So good, so good. Here we go. Jack says, speaking of stream teams, Ginny, if you wanted to join a team, which would it be, or would you create your own team?
Oh, I don't actually know any stream teams. Is that bad? Like, I guess I don't watch a lot of partners, so I'd want to join a stream team that is like Nintendo based, or maybe even something family friendly based, like Family Friendly Live, or you know, if I get into art streaming, probably something creative. Yeah.
Totally.
You know, if I ever, I'd want to be on the same stream team as Mana, because I feel like we're already on the same team, so we need to stay on the team.
I agree. I agree 100%. I would love that. And I think you can have 2 stream teams. I'm not sure how that works exactly,
Okay,
but
cool.
but yeah,
Yeah, me either.
yeah, I don't really know. But I would absolutely love to get you on Family Friendly Live. I have a feeling you'd be a shoe-in. And not just because I'd be flexing my power, what little I have. And Memory Martin shoe, shoe. I was meant to say sure, and it came out shoe. Shoe, Memory Martin. Sure. Yeah, no, I saw your message there, but we can definitely chat and figure out when we're gonna do this, because I'd love to have you on here. I have a lot of questions for you. I know we talked about specifically questions around autism. Dark Solid X, Mana and Ginny, will Selecting Start be returning soon to Twitch? Love what the channel stands for. What do you think, Ginny?
I feel like there was a lot of flaws in Selecting Start, and I think it started out, I think we had a good vision, but I just don't think I think it grew too fast too quickly, or too much. It grew too big too quickly to sustain our ideas. And I feel like if we were going to redo Selecting Start, we'd need to it would need to be people who are like dedicated to that channel, I think. And
Yeah.
I think we'd need bigger streamers, because we just weren't drawing in viewers, it seems like a drain on everyone's energy when it was still, like, when we were still streaming onto it. Like, I feel like there were like 3 or 4 people who streamed pretty regularly, and then it was like a hassle trying to get the other people to do their,
Towards the end,
you know,
yeah, yeah.
towards the end to do their like one stream a month and just uh I think with a better structure maybe it could work. I don't know. I don't know if it's coming back.
So yeah, so I think the conversations are like, because I know we have a lot of people here, like Emerus, who's a part of it, uh, and um, and I've talked to Scooter, and there's kind of been like a few side conversations I've had with a few people, and I think
Mhm.
where we're at right now is like, I actually last talked with Scooter, and he was suggesting that we just sit down, for those who are kind of invested in it or who were invested in it, and talk a little bit about some of the ideas we've got. Because what I feel is that it's a really solid, it was a really solid concept that for a
Mhm.
number of reasons, like it just, like you said, like you already mentioned, it just kind of fizzled towards the end. And
Yeah.
and so I feel like though there's a lot of potential for still using selecting start as a springboard for showcasing family friendly content, and like especially new streamers in family friendly content. Um,
Mhm.
but that's, I think, kind of where it stands now. And I think this is just also the reality of, I think, streaming for both of us since we've started, is sometimes things stick and sometimes they don't.
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure. Like, I feel like if Selecting Start was going to come back, it would have to be, it would have to have a force behind it. Something like maybe even Family Friendly Live. And I don't think it would work as individual streamers in time slots. I think it would have to be like maybe two streams a week and both streams are a collab of some sort. I think
Yes.
that's where it really shined was the
Yes.
collabs. And
Exactly.
I really enjoyed using Prism, was
Yep.
it Prism? I don't Yeah, I enjoy doing that, like the Splatfest with
Yep.
my friends, and the the Smash Brothers tournaments were really fun to watch. I didn't ever really participate, but
Right.
it was a good time to watch. And I feel like there was other Prism collabs that happened too. I don't think the Mario Maker speedruns happened on Selecting Start, did they?
Yeah,
But I
no,
feel
I
like
think,
they would have fit in pretty
we
well
might
there.
have. Yeah, but you're right. Like those kinds of collaborations are exactly what I think the future of selecting start. Like
Mhm.
it's too good of an idea, a group of people, a name. Like we've got all these assets and social media and
Mhm.
stuff. It's like it's too good to just bury it forever.
Yeah.
And we kind of talked about it as like a season, like the season's over.
Yeah.
Season one's over. We still haven't had a next season. Um, but I think if it were like, I still think it will come back, but it will look
Yeah.
different. It will not be what
Yeah.
it was.
I don't think it's gonna be structured the same.
No, I just don't think
It
it
can't be it
can.
won't it can't be
No,
structured the same because that obviously wasn't working.
right. I mean,
But I do like the idea of, like, getting, like oh, sorry, go ahead. My mic was lagging, or my,
oh no, no.
yeah,
Oh,
Discord was
I
lagging
was gonna
a
say,
bit.
like you said, it had a lot of promise. It had a lot of, but there were those things that kind of made it where we just kind of were at the end there fizzling out.
Yeah, for
Yep.
sure.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
Nathan Payne says, I love the channel. I'm not sure if that's this channel, Ginny's channel, Selecting Start. I'm not sure, but I love you, Nathan Payne. Welcome on in.
I love
Um,
this channel.
Memory Martin says, I always keep Discord open. Just hit me up. Perfect. You guys look great both in game and IRL. Aw, thank you, Memory Martin.
Thank you.
Mr. H says, hey, Mana, would you mind if I shot you a video on that portal mod so you can check it out at your leisure? Absolutely. Goldefion says that would be a really good idea, by the way, speaking of selecting start. So, perfect. So, Ginny, do you happen to have a way to just kind of follow chat with me? We kind of wind down the stream with some just direct interaction with everybody.
Yeah, I have chat open here and I have it open here. So
Perfect. So, everybody, here's our lightning round opportunity. We're just going to respond to what you say in the chat. Yeah. Mr. H, you like to ask first. I appreciate that a lot. Mr. H has some great Twitch manners there. Boy, Twitch manners, that's a thing, isn't it?
yeah, it really is. There's a whole etiquette, like, here on Twitch that's
Totally.
kinda almost unspoken until you break one of the etiquette rules,
Yeah,
and then it's spoken about very instantly.
right. You're banned. You deign to ask if you could post a link. You shall never come back to my channel.
How dost thou dare self-promote in mine in my
Don't hurt
Twitch
yourself, Jenny.
channel?
Don't hurt yourself.
Oh,
It's been 2 hours of
too
chatting. I know, and it's late for you. Well, it's late for both of us. Derp. um,
Dark Solid's asking if we're interested in a giant Tetris 99 battle royale with everyone. I
Ooh.
mean,
That's a good. Yep, that's how I feel. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. There we go. I can go unstuck. So here's the thing. Like, would I lose horrifically against Dark Solid X? Undoubtedly.
same. I've only beaten him once, and we played like 20 or 30 rounds one night.
Right. How dareth thou, Dash says, and thou art rude, Mr. H says. Oh my gosh. Gold Leafeon says, going back to earlier when we were talking about inside jokes, what is each of your favorite inside jokes? Ooh.
Oh man, that's hard.
I think I know mine.
Oh.
And it's just because it was kind of the first. There's a lot of them, and I love all of them, and from Otter Mana to everything, the beard, the everything. But
Mhm.
one of the earliest gaffes I made while streaming was I was making a chicken cooker in Minecraft. One of the automated chicken cookers.
Yeah.
And I, for some reason, without even saying, like, I didn't even realize it, but I said it a few times. I kept calling it a chicked cooking maker. And, like, I just could not. And it took me, like, I don't even know how many times because it just sounded right every time. And finally, somebody alerted me to the fact that I was so wrong. Anyway, so it's been a joke ever since. When I start messing up my words, I say, oh, I've chicked cooking again.
Oh man, I think my favorite inside joke from my streams was from way back in the Animal Crossing streams when whenever Queenie came onto the screen. I had Queenie in my village, and she was a favorite amongst my chat, and everyone would go, the eyes, the eyes,
Right.
the eyes are watching us.
You had a Queenie emote, right? Didn't you?
I did for a
Yeah.
long time. I don't have it anymore, but I
Right.
think it's still on my Discord server.
There you go. That's right. Oh, that's fantastic.
I do love chicked cooking though. Oh my goodness.
The eyes, Leafeon says. Yeah, there's so many great moments when you stream. It's just those goofy things. But
Oh,
yeah.
for sure.
So hey, I've got a thought here. Do you want to go hear KK Disco with me?
Yes, I would love to hear KK Disco.
All
Though you should
right.
get KK song first,
Should we do that
since I
instead?
couldn't order it.
Oh, how do we? Okay, so should we
We
do
could
that and
listen
then?
to 2 songs.
Perfect. We could do that. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's head upstairs. Break the illusion. Our show is this is oh no, this is like in those shows, right? Like a late night show. Oftentimes they'll take you behind the stage, behind the scene, like out into the streets of New York or something like that.
Yeah, we're just doing we're field tripping.
Exactly. So here we go. We're gonna just wander on over here to lovely KK Slider. This is a nice feature of doing this late at night too. It's nice to be appreciated. Am I ready for the latest toe tapper from Toonsville? I'd love that. So, what do we do? KK song? Is that what we need to do?
Yeah, since you don't have it yet, you should do that first, and then we can do KK Disco.
All right, we're gonna do
As a
both then. All right, so I got to get my keyboard out here real quick. We're gonna get this. By the way, anyone notice my little there it is, my cool setup here with the LEDs? That's new.
I do love it. It looks so very streamer-esque. You need some like lights behind your couch.
Yeah.
So like LED lights just illuminating the wall behind your couch, and then it would be the perfect. Again, chef's kiss.
Yeah.
I've been doing that a lot tonight.
No, but you're right. You're right. I feel like I agree. I need to add some more lighting effects in the back, some more color LEDs and whatnot. So
Strand lights are so cheap. I think I got. Oh, you can't see them in my because of the crop, but I do
oh
have
right.
like LED lights up here
Oh,
that are
okay.
pretty cheap.
All right. Here's
All
KK
right,
song.
KK song.
This is it. Let's crank that tune up and let's dance along. This is how we end our stream with a little dance. End our talk show with a dance. Oh, here we go. Oh, great question that we'll have to address too before we go. Here we go.
Wait, wait.
What?
I'm expecting a wait, wait.
Yay! Get that. Was it called omnitone?
Automaton?
Automaton.
I don't know how to play this thing. Wait. Wait. In case anyone's wondering, this is kind of how all of my conversations with Art of Mana have ever devolved into the late evening.
Yep.
We were playing games like a week and a half ago, I think, and like it just devolved into nonsense
Yep.
by about midnight.
So great. Oh man. Oh, that's fun, everybody. That's
Good.
fun.
That was fine.
All right, and now we gotta wrap it up with KK Disco, right?
Yes.
And but by the way, great question here from Dark Solid X, who says, Mana and Ginny, after the world situation calms down, are there plans to do a Mana meetup? Or like a Ginny and Mana meetup?
I would love to meet up with Mana.
We actually talked about that before the stream today, too.
I mean, we're both on the West Coast.
Exactly. Yeah, once
Right?
things settle
Yeah.
down, it would be fantastic. All right, let's give me that one song. Let's hear. This is my favorite. In fact, I believe it's when Ginny's voice is heard on the alerts, it's KK Disco that is played as well.
I think that's a coincidence too. I don't think I told you that KK Disco is my favorite.
At that time, I didn't know it, but it was like totally my favorite. I had it playing in my house in New Leaf, and it was just too perfect. And I'm like, oh, I gotta get a little KK Disco in there, and then it was like, oh, that's serendipitous. All right, everybody. So are we gonna hear some more automaton? Automaton?
No, I don't want to butcher this song.
Oh.
With my automaton. I can pretend though.
Pretend. I'll do the same. We won't. Yeah. I mean, you could. I love this. Love it. Ginny, it was great having you. get really into the dancing. Everybody, join us. If you're at home and maybe you're in bed, just get those arms moving. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Man is up. Man is up. I can't
Oh,
hear
I'm not
myself. Wait,
standing up.
I can do this.
Oh, we're doing this number. I'm chair dancing. What's happening?
Woo!
See, now you don't have to do ring fit. You just got up and danced.
Everybody, join us.
I have the whitest swing.
Wait, can we do like the do the rope dance thing? Wait, wait. That was perfect. Oh
Go on.
man. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, I love it. GinnyGravity. What a fun stream this was.
It's been so much fun.
Indeed. Oh, goodness.
Oh,
Well,
goodness.
thank you, everybody. Thank you also to our latest follower as well. Aftmast, welcome on in. Everyone, thank you so much. So, what a fun stream. Well, next up, we've got Monday. Probably I'll do a bonus stream Wednesday and Saturday morning next week. It'll be the usual stuff. I'll be playing some Animal Crossing and New Horizons because I am super, super, super obsessed with this game. That's what it comes down to. I'm totally not out of breath right now. Those dad moves, they wear you out, you know?
Yeah, I know. Oh, for sure.
But yeah, no, I'll be streaming the usual schedule next week. Sounds my throat's feeling a lot better for those of you who know I was feeling sick. I will probably still end up getting tested on Monday just to do my due diligence. I'm not feeling 100%, still wheezing a little bit, so that has me worried, but I was able to get through this 2 hours chatting with Ginny. It was just delightful. But for those who don't know me, I'm Art of Mana and E for everyone. So family-friendly variety streamer with a focus on Nintendo, retro and original hardware, and indie titles. Mostly playing Animal Crossing New Horizons on stream. And please follow if you liked it. And if you did not know GinnyGravity, please go and instant follow GinnyGravity. GinnyGravity, take it away. Where can people find you? What should they know about you and your artwork, content creation, all that stuff?
So, yeah, I'm all over Twitter, Instagram. I'm also here on Twitch, though I haven't streamed in a minute. But tonight's been so much fun. I'm kind of thinking I might here soon. Not tomorrow or like anytime this week. Well, maybe sometime this week. But yeah. Follow me over on Twitter. I talk to everyone there. Follow me over on Instagram. That's where all my art is. And yeah. Thanks for having me on, Mana.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being here. And I think with that, we're just going to call it a night. Please, everybody, do take a moment. Think about your favorite content creator. Share a little love. Maybe you haven't been in their stream for a while. Just go and find them, say hi, and it'll mean the world to them, I guarantee it. Everybody, have a wonderful night. Do good. Be well. And I will catch you next time. That's probably not... I should probably do a different outro for Isle of Man Alive. I don't know. From the...
I will do good, be well.
from the late night broadcasting network, the home. What? Okay, we're just gonna end it right there. Ginny, thank you so much. Bye, everybody. Thank you. Bye.